What's up? This is Matt and Matt Sports. I'm Hazmat.
And I'm Matty Wills.
And Johnny Manziel played.
He ain't do very good, man. But I'm not going to go and jump off the Johnny train. I still think that he could be our quarterback of the future. Just last night, poor performance from the young guy.
He could be our quarterback of the future as long as we play schoolyard football and don't call any plays and just let him run around crazy.
Man, listen, he still has as many wins this year as your boy, Josh McCown, does. The guy who has sore ribs, who can't sleep and can't breathe and can't eat.
Yeah,
but I
that
bet
happens
Pettin
when you
will
let
run
your
him out there
quarterback
next
get
week.
killed.
Yeah, I bet Pettin still runs McCown out there next week if he's anything close to being healthy.
Wouldn't it be better than running Johnny Manziel out there?
No. I stand by the fact that I believe the Browns should play Johnny the rest of the year, see what you have, and then move forward in the offseason.
And I've said this all season, when we're out of the playoff picture, which we most definitely probably are.
7 losses, yeah, it's about over.
You may as well go ahead and play Johnny Manziel because you wouldn't win when you had a good quarterback playing. So go ahead and let Johnny do his thing.
And that speaks to the fact that the Browns' problems are deeper than QB.
So why did we change the quarterback?
Because McCown's hurt.
That's right. But why would we even think about changing the quarterback like y'all been calling for all season?
Pettin doesn't like Manziel. I think that's pretty obvious. Pettin just doesn't feel as if Johnny could be good. He threw him under the bus after the game. He said his performance was very inconsistent. He tried to go for some big plays when the game was over.
That's coach speak for I told you so.
Yeah, it is.
Y'all wanted to see it, and what did we see? One good drive and no first downs in an entire half. What did he get? Maybe one in the second half?
Maybe one.
We were 3 and out for the entire second half with this guy?
I'm not saying Johnny had a good game. He was 15 of 33, 168 yards, no turnovers.
Yeah, he didn't.
No picks, no fumbles.
Over.
He did have the one touchdown pass, but it was just a more of the same. Bad defense, couldn't stop the run, couldn't do anything in terms of
Jim O'Neill, the defensive coordinator, to get fired. If Pettin doesn't fire him, then they all should go.
He needs to be let go, and I thought that I would want to see Pettin gone at the end of this year. I'm willing to give him one more year just for the sake of having stability on this team. Give the guy 3 years. Let's see what he really has. His first year was fairly good.
Pettin, if you stay, you got to figure out what's going on with Johnny Manziel, and it's going to be the same cycle over again next year.
Maybe, but then at least if we play Johnny for the rest of the season, we can see, well, how early do we have to draft a quarterback? Should we bring in another free agent QB?
Oh, Lord.
There are going to be guys. RG3 is probably going to be available. Colin Kaepernick is probably going to be available.
Are you crazy?
To me, I would rather play Johnny than those two, but those are guys that you might be able to go out and get.
You know what? Colin Kaepernick is just a taller version of Johnny Manziel.
Oh, come on.
Somebody who can't play from the pocket.
Yeah. Colin Kaepernick
need to be able to scramble.
Colin Kaepernick is not good enough to be an NFL starting quarterback. I know he had the good run a couple years ago.
Johnny needs to be able to scramble, but that means that the play broke down if you have to scramble.
The play broke down quite a few times last night, and Johnny couldn't scramble. It was just a mess. The offensive line was horrible last night. Our receivers were horrible last night. Running game for the first time in months was fairly decent, even though your boy Duke Johnson didn't do anything.
These receivers looked a lot better when Josh McCown was the quarterback.
Everything goes back to Jay, what's his name? Jay. Oh, we got Johnny Manziel and Josh McCown. We got 2 JMs on this team.
He just made the team look better at offense.
But what was his record?
That's because the defense don't play.
That's my point.
That's been my point.
Problems are deeper than QB.
Oh, put Johnny Manziel in. We need to play Johnny.
They need to play Johnny for the rest of this year, even though he had a bad game.
I don't want to hear no more. Well, when Johnny played, we won when he started.
Well, Johnny's 1-1.
Johnny is 1-2. Stop trying not to give him the Jets game.
On the stat sheet, he's 1-1.
He played the entire Jets game, and we got the same medicine we just got last night.
He played almost the entire Jets game.
Every play except for the first drive.
But at the end of the day, that loss went on your boy.
That loss went on Johnny. In my book, he's 1-2. He beat a terrible team that just fired all of their coaches, the Tennessee Titans, who suck. But y'all want to ride on the fact that Johnny Manziel beat the terrible Tennessee Titans. Now you see what happens. You saw it. You wanted it. Here it is. The Johnny Manziel Show.
The Johnny Manziel show is not over. Don't let that.
Oh, of course. This horror movie is going to continue for the rest of the season.
Don't call my dude a whore, man. He's not whorish, dude. He needs to get rid of his whorish
Johnny
girlfriend.
looks
Actually, I don't know
better.
if she's a whore, but she's.
Wow.
I don't know if she's a whore, but he needs to get rid of her.
I didn't even know we can say that on this segment.
She called for him to not play last night.
I'm not talking about his girlfriend.
Oh, man.
I can only judge what I saw on the field, and what I saw was a good team making adjustment to how Johnny plays, and they shut him down.
All right.
Period, point blank. And it's easy to shut a quarterback like that down because he's one-dimensional.
The Johnny show is not over. Hopefully he gets to start next week. When we play the Pittsburgh Steelers on the road, could get ugly again. The Steelers' record is not anywhere near where they want it to be, but we'll definitely talk about that early next week.
You ruined my optimism. The Johnny Horror Picture Show. Let's see it again.
He keeps calling Johnny a whore.
Horror!
I know. All right, this is Mad Sports.
Oh, the horror.
We got to go, but we'll be back in a few days. I'm Matty Wills.
And I'm DJ Hazmat.